só chegar a esta casa.
Well, starting right away, you must never reclaim your old selves. Oh, that's Morgana.
Oh shoot, I skipped that part already.
Become my loyal servants, always at my side. And curse them with me, my dears. Eternal suffering on all their souls. Alrighty. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco and Kanetsu are here, and we are continuing the house in Fata Morgana. We have been excited for this. It's so hard to wait between days for this stream. Alright, you're on my consciousness?
Yep.
Okay,
Is this Michelle?
I think it is.
My consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, is slowly drawn back to the surface. With each new breath, feeling gradually returns to my fingers. I can hear the pattering of rain from somewhere, and the sound of a crackling fire. Creak, creak, creak. Splurt, splurt, splurt. It takes a moment for me to realize I am in the very same spot where I first awoke. I don't know how I got here, but I'm sitting in a rocking chair, hunched forward. My head feels like someone filled it with rocks, and I'm having difficulty focusing. My joints are creaking, and I feel like I'm going to vomit. A suffocating odor hangs over the room. What is this? Giselle. Giselle? Everything comes back to me all at once. That's right. I watched Morgana kidnap her. I watched the witch drag her into the darkness. Where are you, Morgana? I know you're there, cackling as you look down on me. Say something, witch! I will find you, and I will kill you. And I will take her back. What on earth? There's a pool of liquid at my feet, rising just short of my ankles. It's sticky and uncomfortably warm. Every step I take makes a splat noises. This is blood. The mansion has taken on a very different face from when Giselle was leading me through its hall. Blood of unknown origin not only covers the floor, but it also streams down the walls and drips from the ceiling. I'm speechless as I behold the dreadful scene. Every breath I take tastes and smells of rust. It's also unreal, beyond my comprehension. All I can do is stare, aghast, feeling like I might pass out. Giselle, are you seeing this? The same twisted nightmare as me? An image of her floating alone in a vast sea of blood flashes through my mind. That vision kicks me into motion. I promise, I will come for you. So please, just hang in there for a little longer. I begin walking, or more accurately, dragging my heavy feet forward. The constant splashing of blood against my ankles grates at my already taut nerves. Morgana told me to find my way to her, and I think of only one place she and Giselle must be there. The stained glass window is splattered with blood too. It creates trails like streams of tears running down the Archangel's face. I give the window a brief glance before making my way to the door leading to the observation tower. However, why won't it open? There shouldn't be a lock. So why? Lustrous black chains seal the metal door. I can recall no such obstruction present during either my life or my time here either. What on earth is going on in this house? No, that's not important right now. What matters is making it through this door. Damn it! I pull and I push, but the chains won't give an inch. They feel sturdy enough that I probably couldn't cut through them. There has to be some way. I consider giving up here and scouring the rest of the house, but I'm convinced the tower is my best chance. The fact that it's sealed now when it hadn't been before feels like a challenge more than a deterrent. Or a deterrent. I trace a length of chain with my hand, and at the end of it I find a peculiar looking lock into which the ends of several chains have been... There are 3 keyholes? Morgana fashioned a custom lock just for this. I need to find 3 keys to open the door then. But I have no idea where to begin my search. I lived here for more than 10 years, and yet it feels like I've stepped into a strange land. No. It's not the same house. Searching blindly is only going to waste time, and the longer I take, the more danger she's in. I met someone before who had a key. The painting?
Yeah, he gave us a key, so maybe he would know where some others might be.
It was before I had reclaimed myself, when I was exploring the mansion alone. Think, Michelle, who was it? The painting. Ooh, wasn't it black before?
Yeah, I think so.
Like everything else in the house, the painting is covered in blood. That it depicts a serene rural landscape only makes the contrast that much grimmer. I remember talking to this painting, assuming I wasn't hallucinating. I have a question for you. Are you awake? Please, wake up. Can you hear my voice? Please say something. You reside here in the house, like the witch, don't you? You've been here with her all this time, haven't you? Then you must know how to get into the observation tower. About the 3 keys that I need to open the lock. I need to get into the tower. Please, tell me where I can find the keys. Say something, damn it! Answer my question!
Ah!
Oh, someone there.
What's the matter?
I feel kind of strange. The witch do something to me, meme.
Please get a hold of yourself.
Everything's all red. I can't stand it. I don't remember using that color.
I reach my hand up to try and to wipe as much of the blood off of the canvas as possible, but I can't even smear it with my sleeve, let alone get it off.
You're wasting your time, but it's the thought that counts. And anyway, you had a question for me. Go on, I'm listening.
I guess the painting isn't on the witch's side then. The door to the observation tower has been locked. I need to gather 3 keys, I think. That's my assumption, since the lock has 3 keyholes. Do you know of any such keys? And if so, could you tell me where they might be?
Keys? Keys.
Please stay with me. You're the only one I can ask for help.
Keys. I'm guessing this is probably in some way connected to her past.
Her past?
You know, the events the witch is always cursing about. What happened between her and those three men?
What happened between them?
The keys are probably with the three of them. The three shadows. You must have seen them.
3 men. Shadows.
Find them. And you'll probably find the keys too. But watch yourself. They aren't likely to trust you easily. The depths of their sins grows greater the farther you go. Visit them in order. In order. The first one probably won't be a problem. So tell me something. You're Michelle, aren't you?
What?
I've wanted to apologize to you for so long.
Wait! What do you mean? Do you know me? Did you? What did you want to apologize for? Tell me, please! Could you be... But why? How? When everything else is finished, I'm going to need to visit this painting again. But now, I have other things to do. The painting gave me a hint about where I could find the key. So we're gonna meet, freaking, what's his name?
First Mao, then Yukimasa, then Hakobo.
Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about this past Morgana has with the I never asked her about herself, after all. So maybe I'm going to end up having to do more than simply take Giselle back. Has our involvement with the witch caused us to be swept up into her twisted maelstrom of fate? Regardless, I need to get to work. The painting said to visit them in order. I assume he was referring to the order I entered the 3 doors. Rose?
Yeah, that's what I would assume. Rose is probably for Mel, Settler is probably for Yukimasa, and Den is for Hakobo? That's right.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Because we first met Yukimasa in the cellar and he was eating everything there. And Hakobo was usually in the den playing billiards. Yeah. So Rose Garden it is.
I make my way to the Rose Garden. The corridor leading there is a mess, and the wooden door is rotting away. I can smell the flowers on the other side. Everything is different from when I was alive. From when Giselle planted and raised that single rose. A scene from the past spreads out before me. The field of once proudly flourishing roses is now withered and knowing how beautiful it had once been only makes it that much more dispiriting. A bitter breeze brushes past me. Solitude hangs over the garden like a thick fog, eating away at me. Mel?
I think so.
This isn't what I wanted. Oh, right, because we saw the spirits. Someone, get me out of here. Oh God, tell me that I'm not the bad one here. A young man's shadow stands off to the side, muttering listlessly to himself. I recognize his voice. Are you me? And do you have the key? The boy and I have never met, but I feel like I know him quite well, like we've been acquainted for many years. I know how polite and mild-mannered he is. I know how kind, and how vulnerable, how human his heart is. However, very little of that boy seems to remain. This isn't what I wanted. Oh God. Please answer me. Someone get me out of here. Tell me that I'm not the bad one here. Answer me, Mel Rhodes. I know that's you. Huh. As soon as I say the Shadow's name, it turns to face me. I still can't make out much detail, but he seems slightly less tenuous. Who are you? How do you know my name? My name is Michelle. I once lived here in this mansion. Michelle. I know that name. I know it very well. But something's not right. You look different from the Michelle I remember. I am not the Michelle you know. Our names simply sound the same. Ah, that makes sense. She would never come see me. I have a question for you. Do you have the key to the observation tower? I do. Would you please give it to me? I need to get into the tower. And what do you need there? There's someone there I need to find. That's all. It may not sound like much to you, but it means a great deal to me. You're not one of her prisoners, then? No. I came here of my own will. To find this person? Exactly. Then maybe you can help me. Help you how? Set me free. Convince her to release me from this place. I'm begging you. The anguish emanating from the boy's shadow is so thick it causes me to recoil. There's a thread of dark desperation in his voice. Has he been imprisoned here for hundreds of years like Giselle? Promise me you'll get me out of here. Am I even equipped to judge whether that would be a good decision or not? All I know of him is his time in the mansion during the era of roses. I know nothing else of his life. I don't even know... Oops.
What?
If I would be capable... Oh, I accidentally skipped that dialogue. I don't even know if I would be capable of keeping such a promise. Do I have the strength to save anyone other than her? Do you absolutely need the key? You won't agree to help me without it, will you? What? I dropped it. Over there. Huh? The boy is pointing to a thick bramble of roses. Despite the flowers themselves being wilted, the thorns are still sharp. It was an accident, I swear. But I didn't want to scratch up my arm, so I left it there. It's not my fault there are so many thorns. I really want it. Why couldn't you have just said so? Because I thought if I didn't have the key that you wouldn't help me. There's only so much I can do, regardless of whether you have the key. I cannot promise you anything, nor can I be the judge of you. I see. I do not have enough information to make such a decision. Cheap promises and superficial kindness only serve to destroy the both of us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to retrieve the key. Well, you'll never get it out of those thorns. I don't care if it's at the bottom of the ocean, I will have that key. You're wasting your time. I approach the bramble, reaching out for it with my right hand. From behind me, I can sense the boy watching. First, I attempt to spread the tangled, thorn-ridden stems so I can put my arm in without injuring myself. But they seem to be made of iron rather than plant, and my efforts prove mostly fruitless. The only opening is barely large enough to fit an arm in and resembles the toothy mouth of a beast. Looking around the garden, I can't find anything that looks remotely useful. I guess my only option is reaching in. That's not going to stop me. I lean down, inserting my right arm into the thorny cavern. Immediately, they begin ripping at my sleeve and gashing at my flesh. Blood spills down my arm. I'm long since dead, no longer human, but the pain is still agonizing. It's still very much real. Giselle, she doesn't bleed. She doesn't feel pain. Am I not the same as her? That doesn't matter right now. Focus on getting the damn key. Streams of crimson red to the steel-like tangle gnawing at my arm like a ravenous animal. Where the hell is the key? The thorny stems are twisted and layered, so thick I can't see inside at all. As I dig around blindly, I start losing feeling in my arm. It's an endless deluge of pain. Deluge. Hey, cut it out. You're going to lose your arm. I will not stop until I have the key. Don't ask me for help. I wasn't even considering it. I collect what remains of my gradually fading sensation and focus it into my fingers, praying even one of them will brush against it. Damn it! But as much as I search, as much as I dig, I find nothing so much as resembling a key. Which means it must be deeper than I can reach my own. Even so, I cannot give up. Hey,
I'm gonna smack you if you say you actually have it after all.
Oh, please be quiet right now. I need to focus. Mel, you're a shithead. I'm sorry. I do have the key, actually. I can just imagine Michelle turning his head slowly, like...
He's like, can I strangle a person with one hand?
I mean, his grandfather was able to do it.
That's true.
You what? I'm so sorry. It didn't look like you were willing to give up. To help. Wait, what? It didn't look like you were willing to help, even if I gave it to you, so... Plus, she told me not to give it to anyone for any reason. Hold still so I can beat you!
Dang it, Mel, indeed.
I didn't mean you any ill will. You most certainly did. I'll give you the key, so please have mercy. Trembling in fear, the boy's shadow sticks out a hand, holding the key. The arm I used to dig through the thorns is so bloody and gashed I can barely look at it, but it does still function. And so I take the key from him with my right hand.
Ooh, that's a pretty key.
Why couldn't you use your other hand? That's gross. What the f- Are we sure this isn't Nelly? That's the idea. You're kind of a jerk, you know. That's a laugh coming from you. Do you have any idea how much that hurt? I know. I'm sorry, really. But hey, you're alive, so no big deal, right?
You just have a mangled arm.
But wait, can you actually say either of us are alive? I don't even know anymore. I do appreciate you giving me the key, though, seeing as it seemed to be rather important to you, too. Hey, is this person you want to get back really worth going through all this for? She is. She's the one person who ever loved me, and she's waiting for me. I see. You know, I had someone that meant a lot to me, too. My sister. Which one? Which? The one with flaxen hair like me. The one who went batshit crazy, you saw her. If you happen to see her, do something nice for her, please. That, I would say, is your responsibility. Yeah, you're right. But I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. In the tale I witnessed, the boy pushed his sister away. For an understandable reason, admittedly. But now, he seems to bear no grudge for her. Did something else happen between them? Even if it did, I don't have time to ask about it. I'll be on my way. Alright, take care. There are 2 more keys. Watch out, though. They're not the most friendly people. And they'll probably be even more enraged locked up like this. I appreciate the warning. So, the spirits don't know that he watched their stories?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to tell if Mel was surprised or not by Michelle asking which one.
Yeah. If only someone like you had shown up sooner and taken the keys from us. Goodbye. After bidding me farewell, the boy's phantom dissipates into the shadows of the rose garden. I wonder if he's gone back to mindlessly muttering his regret. I should get going. So now, the cellar?
Yes. Yeah, Worm's right. I mean, I guess after, I mean, they've essentially been here for many, like, hundreds of years as well. Mel the longest, I would assume. So
Right.
who knows if they have any sense of what's even going on.
I descend the stairs, opening the cellar door. The first time I visited this room, the smell of blood from within was nearly suffocating. Now, the entire house reeks of it, and I've started to go numb to the odor. There's no one here. Am I in the wrong place? I begin exploring the cellar, hoping to maybe find the key hidden away or abandoned somewhere. As I reach my hand out to investigate one area... A shadow leaps out of the thick darkness. It's so swift I have no time to react. My body freezes in place. The shadow stands before me, holding the tip of a blade mere inches from my face. A key. You have a key. Gotta deal with Morgana, plus memories from multiple lives. I do, yes. Cold sweat trickles down my back. My voice is shaking and there's no hiding it. The shade appears to be glaring at me, though I cannot make out its face. After a few seconds, it withdraws its blade. So they could kill him if they wanted?
I think so?
I mean, I guess since he had to have...
Oh, you know
since Mel
what?
was grossed out by the blood.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe if we had like gone here first, he probably would have killed us and we wouldn't have had a key yet.
Oh! That's a good point. Let me see it. The boy's key. Did he give it to you? In the rose garden, yes. Are you two acquaintances?
I eat him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And he just keeps coming back! Do you want to take Yukimasa?
Alright, yeah.
How could that be, though? You were from a completely different era and country.
Who are you?
I'm...
No, never mind. Who you are is irrelevant to me.
Are you human now?
If you are speaking of my nature, then no is the only answer I can give you.
You didn't kill me, though. If you wanted to, you could easily skewer me where I stand.
If that's what you want, I'd be happy to oblige. What did you come here for?
For your key. I came to ask if you would give it to me.
You mean to open that door?
I need to get into the tower, yes.
I see. Take it. Oh, well, that was surprisingly
Yeah.
easy.
The man's shadow tosses the key at my feet. I'm not quite sure what to think. I didn't expect him to give it up so readily.
What? Take it. I won't stab you in the back while you're bending over. I was just about to say maybe that's what he was
That's
gonna
what I
do.
was thinking, like he's gonna slice his hands off or something. I thought you were supposed to hold on to this at all costs.
I no longer have any reason to guard that key. In the past, I might have severed your head from your shoulders the moment you mentioned it, though.
What point in the past?
And that's a question I wish I knew the answer to. Hey, do you know why I'm here? Where this place is? When it is? Why can't I get out of here? What's happened to me? Tell me! I have no idea what's going on. Not a single goddamned idea.
Neither do I.
Get out. Take the key and get out of here. Get out!
I can't bring myself to say anything to the enraged shadow, so I follow his command, picking up the key and departing the cellar. I thought I was dead for a second. This makes two, though. What could have happened between these people? The painting mentioned a past with them, and Morgana spoke of the wicked men she cursed. Does that mean it's something awful enough to earn Morgana's spite? Right now, though, I must push onward. If I'm not mistaken, the final key should be in that room. The room with the billiards table? What is billiards, anyway? Hi there, welcome. Class F for frightening bear. Huh, kids these days don't know how to respect their elders. We're their teachers, we've lived longer than them. But Moriyama and her gang had to pull that on me at the very beginning of the term. I'm sorry, sir, but I have to go. It's time to place my order. Even you're shooing me away? Some way to start the school year. I don't think my nerves can take this. Alright, I get it. You want me to order more of these cream-filled breads you like so much, right? You could've just asked. Where's the right there. Where's the faculty office? Yukari! Enter.
Oh, are you the new student?
Are you Yukari's mom?